Hi guys. Hello, my Candida warriors. It's Lori Seeley, functional medicine health coach, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about pH and specifically how to test it at home. I know I kind of alluded last week in my blog post that I was going to talk about this a little bit this week, and I'm really excited to get into it. So, first, I want to talk a little bit about why you would want to test your pH. Why is this important to us? Well, there are so many reasons. So, first and foremost, our blood pH is very important to keep between 7.25 and 7.45. And your body will not work if it's not there. So, your body, if you're alive, that's where your blood pH is, somewhere between 7.25 and 7.45. But if we have a very acidic body in the rest of our body, your blood will steal minerals from places that have a lot of minerals, like your bones, right? And it will then use those minerals to alkalize your blood. You don't want that to happen. You want the minerals that are in your bones to stay put, right? Because we want strong bones. You need a lot of minerals for that. So you want to try and make sure that the rest of your body is in a good alkaline range. And for humans, that range is between 6.8 and 7.2. Now, let me specify, this is not the acidity level in your gut. This is the acidity level everywhere besides your gut in your body, because you want the acidity in your gut to be much higher than that. But it's separate from the rest of your body. The rest of your body, we want between 6.8 and 7.2. Okay, and there are so many other reasons besides this whole like blood and bone thing, which is very important. We also, with a good body pH, we support, hey Sharon, we support a strong immune system. The strong immune system gives us energy, shorter recovery after exercise, better sleep, and it also balances hormones and so many other things. A balanced pH in the body will affect every single cell in a very positive way. So it's really important for our body's pH to be in a good range, 6.8 to 7.2, in order to optimally be able to fight Candida and other pathogens, okay? So I want to get into how to test your body's pH. And just for this, I brought my little pH testing strips, okay? It comes on a roll like this. And I have to move my thing so I can see. If you see this, you can, it's kind of shining on it, isn't it? You can see all the different colors on there, right? Okay, so here's what you do. You rip off a little piece of this strip. You're going to want to test your saliva and your urine every day for 6 days so that you can see a good average of how your body is on a normal basis. So that's going to be first thing in the morning before you've eaten or had anything to drink, like right when you wake up, okay? And with that fresh, bad breath, that's what you want to test, okay? So when you're testing saliva. So what you do is you just put a little bit of it underneath your tongue and let it sit there for a little bit just to get it wet. Okay. La, la, la. Now it's wet. Okay. And then you match it to the colors on the strip. Okay, so mine looks like a nice and green color. It's kind of it kind of like the color gets a little richer after a couple seconds. And so you can see it's right in there. Like I don't have a 6.8 on here, but it's like right around 7.0. So that's good. But of course, I've been drinking water all morning. I've eaten. Who knows what it would be if, like right when I get up. I didn't test it this morning, but that's how you do it. That's a little example, right? Okay. So you do the same thing first thing in the morning with pee. Okay, so if you didn't get up in the middle of the night to pee, right when you get up in the morning is going to be the time to do it. But if you do get up in the middle of the night to pee, if you've been asleep for at least 4 hours, that's when you want to test it the first time. You're going to test your urine twice every morning, okay? So the first time, hey, Becky, I see you're on there. Hi. So the first time you test your pH is going to be after you've been asleep for at least 4 hours. And here's why. While you're sleeping, your liver is detoxing acid from everywhere in your body, and it flushes it out through your urine. So that first morning pee should be very acidic. So you want that to be kind of low, like 5 point something, right? Or a low 6s, because you want to make sure that your body is doing a good job getting rid of the acids while you're sleeping, okay? And then the next time you test is going to be between like, oh, you ordered your strips. That's so cool. Becky, you're always keeping up. I love you. Anyway, so yeah, so the second time you test, that's when you want it to look pretty alkaline. Okay, so that's going to be like, if you got up in the middle of the night to pee, then that'll be when you get up in the morning and your first pee after you're like really awake. Or if you didn't get up to pee during the night, your first time is right at 8 o'clock in the morning, then that one should be acidic. And then you just wait, like the next time you have to pee, hopefully you haven't eaten anything yet, you pee again, that one should be more alkaline. Okay, so if you're interested in having that like described a little better, whatever, I did write a blog post about that this week, and there is a link to that in the notes right here. So you can go ahead and look at the blog post. And I made a PDF of a tracker, 6-day tracker for saliva and both urine samples that you can test too, and you can track it right on there. So it's right there in the blog post. All you have to do is click on the thing and it'll download right to your computer or your phone or whatever, but you should print it out so you can write on it. Okay, so it's right there in the link. Okay, so yeah, so the reason why we're doing it for 6 days is because, especially in a body with candida overgrowth, or if you're fighting any kind of a pathogen, your pH can vary like widely from day to day. So you want to go 6 days so that you have a pretty good idea of your pattern and where your pH lies most of the time. Okay, and if you find that you need some help, that your body, like maybe you find out that your body is a little too acidic and you could reach your health goals more easily if you improved your pH, as we all could, I have something coming up next week that I'm so excited about that could really help you. So it's called the Anti-Candida Food is Medicine 5-Day Challenge. And we're doing it right here in this group next week. You have to register to participate. That's how you get the materials, okay? So I do have a link to that. It's the bit.ly link, 5-Day Food is Med. Okay, so click on that to register, okay? And so I decided to do this challenge because I'm always trying to think of ways to help you guys, right? Ways to support you better. And I have to tell you, the last time that when I first started on the anti-candida diet, I had a ton of trouble. Eventually I got into a rhythm with food, but I had a lot of trouble finding something to eat. Like I had so many nights when I was just like depressed in the kitchen trying to cook for my family, and all I could think of was like, all I could think of that wasn't going to feed my candida was like chicken and broccoli, and we were all bored with it. My daughter wasn't so hot on it. My husband, we like chicken and broccoli, but every day, come on. And I had a lot of trouble with it. And I used to I would go to the grocery store, just like, okay, what do I buy? I don't know what to buy. And I would search on the internet for anti-candida recipes. What happens? You're never quite sure, if all the ingredients in there are going to not feed your candida. You're not sure if they're what you should omit or add to the recipes to not feed your candida, to make it a little more you know, helpful. And because when you're searching for anti-candida recipes on the internet, you pretty much have to go like, okay, paleo or autoimmune paleo, vegetarian, vegan, whatever. Like those are going to be sort of the healthy recipes. And then you have to tweak it for yourself to avoid sweeteners and to avoid processed stuff. And oh my goodness, it's just like, it's so hard. But you know, eventually I got into a rhythm for myself that I found some like amazing recipes that I actually enjoyed cooking and enjoyed eating. My family even liked it. And like, even like last night, I served a recipe from the challenge. It's creamed cabbage and sausage with creamed cabbage, and it's amazing. So tasty. My daughter loved, she was like, this was delicious. She doesn't say that a lot. And so she loved it. My husband liked it. I did make it with purple cabbage because I couldn't find any green cabbage in the store, which is a little bit of a bummer because then it ends up looking kind of like soap. But I'm thinking, hey, phytonutrients. So and Lucy enjoys eating the purple cabbage because it looks weird. She kind of likes that, and I don't mind it. My husband's the one who complains about it, but anyway, we'll get over it. We do so this challenge is 5 whole days of these great recipes that I have already tweaked so that you can just be sure you can just use all the ingredients and relax. It's not going to feed candida, okay? And because I've already altered them, I made sure they don't include anything that's going to feed candida, and you can just like cook everything on the meal map and know that it's all going to be good, right? And there's even like, you're not going to be cooking every single meal every single time you need to eat. There's going to be lots of room for leftovers. And so because I make sure that you cook a big enough portion so that you're going to have stuff left over for later, right? Because we don't want to be cooking every single meal. And then also, every day of the challenge, we're going to meet right here at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, and we're going to do extra support, okay? So we're going to meet here for extra support. You can ask me questions about Candida, IBS, how to relieve constipation, whatever. I'm your font of knowledge. You can, like, I'm your health coach for that time every day next week during the challenge, okay? And we're going to keep the challenge super, super simple. It's just about discovering how much fun and colorful and creative it can be to eat on the anti-candida diet, okay? Because, you know, when you have restrictions, sometimes that spurs creativity, and that's what we want to focus on here in the challenge next week, okay? So it's going to show you that it's not about just chicken and broccoli, right? It's the anti-candida diet doesn't have to be boring and tasteless, and you can use all sorts of flavorful spices and colorful vegetables. And I'm just going to show you, I'm going to give you all the recipes so that you guys can do that, okay? We're going to have so much fun. So go ahead and click the link that's in the notes there to sign up and join us for next week's challenge, okay? You're going to see how fun it can be to eat on the anti-candida diet, and you'll improve your pH, and you're going to end the week better prepared and more able to fight candida. So who's with me, guys? The link is in the notes. Make sure you sign up now so you don't forget, and I will see you in next week's challenge. Bye-bye.